Just a brief introduction, then we'll get started and get out of here so we escape that quarter-inch of snow that's coming our way. My name is Scott Hilton. I am, I was telling someone earlier, drew the short straw, and I'm the president of the United Peachtree Corners Civic Association. We actually have some people here for the first time tonight, which is awesome, and make sure to get plenty of swag over there because you deserve it. So if you are here for the first time tonight, welcome. I was asked, what does UPCCA do? And it's a great question because, as a board, we talk about this all the time. What is the value? Because we're constantly trying to make sure that we add value to our members and our community and what we do here. So we really kind of keep the community engaged. We keep Peachtree Corners just a great place to live. And it's through events like this where we talk about how do we increase our home values? How do we make Peachtree Corners a more beautiful place to live? So we keep you informed through events like this. We champion you guys through just making Peachtree Corners awesome. And part of that, what you'll see is, and this is coming up fairly soon, and you can probably see it just to the right to me here, we recently made a contribution on behalf of UPCCA to the city for a beautification project for $26,000. And this was a result of the Peachtree Parkway improvement project that we've been running for a number of years, started by Gay Shook, a member of our board, carried on by Debbie Mason, and we were able to make a pretty significant contribution that you'll now see along that parkway there, some beautiful landscaping on the north end of the parkway coming into the city. So likewise, the landscape, the monument sign, we put that up. You're going to start to see some lighting and some additional landscaping along there too. So really just beautifying all things Peachtree Corners, and we also advocate on your behalf. I was talking to a new visitor here. The Simpsonwood is probably my favorite story to tell. The ability of UPCCA to bring together the county, the city, residents to have a conversation about Simpsonwood and tell the constituents and tell the parties, here's what we want to see. And guess what? We got an amazing result out of that. That is going to be prime park, 200 acres right in our backyard in Peachtree Corners. So that is exciting. That is awesome. Yeah. More to come on that. The county's going to form sort of a citizens group to work through the planning process of what that will look like. As soon as we find out what that'll look like and how that process will work, we will communicate it to you guys. So if you're not already on our email distribution list, I'm assuming you are because you're here tonight. But if you're not, sign up for the email. We're also on Facebook. And we tweet. I don't know how to tweet, but we tweet. Someone tweets. So if you tweet, go follow us, and we'll tweet together. So follow us there. Just a couple more quick announcements. Our next event is actually next Monday night, March 2nd. It'll be hosted by Gray Terry, who's our Director of Land Use. And we'll be talking about two very important land use issues that impact all of you in this room. We're going to have Lord Eck, I believe, is the company that was hired to do sort of the vision study of what that Peachtree Parkway will look like. So they'll give you sort of the first sort of visions of Peachtree Parkway, including kind of up into the town center area and kind of what that looks like. So come out for that. And we'll also hear there's a piece of land adjacent to the Chase Bank that is in process of being sold. And the developer on that property will come and talk about what that piece will look like. So some very visible property in our area that you'll want to come and learn about. So that's March 2nd, 7:30 at PCBC. So not here at Christ the King. 7 o'clock. So don't come at 7:30. You'll be fashionably late. 7 o'clock, PCBC land use meeting. So I mentioned the big check. With that, I'd like to bring up Judy J., who serves on our board with a couple quick announcements on our scholarship.
Before I make an announcement about our scholarship, for those that were at our Star Wars dinner back in November, Susan Weiss was one of our recipients for community service work. Tragically or sadly, she passed away this past Wednesday. She got sick about Christmas time and wasn't able to fight it, and she was buried yesterday. So we want to just keep Susan in our thoughts, her son Richard. She was a teacher at Simpsonwood. She taught the gifted children over there. She taught for 41 years. And she was much beloved by her children and her students and the fellow teachers. And we just want to keep Susan and her son Richard and their two grandchildren in our thoughts. And if we could just have a moment of silence to think of them, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Anybody know a high school senior that's going to be graduating this year? Nobody knows anything? Oh, you do? Okay, good. Well, I'm hoping that they have done some community service work, because we have 3 $1,000 scholarships that are available. In conjunction with the Paul Duke family, we have 3 $1,000 scholarships. And all they have to do is do some community service work. The schools have been notified, so you might tell them to check with their schools. Or I should say Wesleyan, Duluth, and Norcross. If the student you know goes to a different school, you might tell them this. They have to just fill out a simple application, do a community service resume, and most of the kids that have done community service work have a community service resume. And just a short little resume on what project they like the best and why, and just tell us. But all the details are on the our UPCCA webpage, so you can just pull it up there. It's in the patch. It's in. It'll be in the Atlanta Journal, so you can go to our Facebook page. It's there. It's on the website. There's all different types of pages, or you can just email us at scholarships@upcca.org to do that. So this is a great time, because this will be it'll be a process to go through, but because it's a new scholarship, it may be easier to get on the front end of it. Also, tomorrow night, District 1, which is over off Peachtree Industrial and Winners Chapel area, it's right on the Dunwoody-Peachtree Corners line. There has been a study that's being done to beautify that area. They're having a meeting tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at Winners Chapel Baptist Church. For those that live in the area, they want to put in some sidewalks. They're going to, put in some landscaping. So anybody that lives in that area is welcome to come to the meeting to see it. Peachtree Corners kicked in some money, Dunwoody kicked in some money, and they're going to tell us how they're going to, make it look good for both areas. Right? Right.
We're very excited about the partnership with the City of Dunwoody
right.
and the City of Peachtree Corners to enable that area to be more attractive.
Attractive, right? Well, we thank you for that.